Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of ROM editing. Today we are going to continue off where we left off, which of course was Ninetales. Me and the boys have been putting in a lot of work. We've been crushing through some Pokemon. Can't really remember exactly what Pokemon we're left on, but I think the goal is maybe to at least finish the first 151 in their connected evolutions, and then just prototype test it while I continue to alter more Pokemon. And yeah, we'll go from there. But right now, let's hop into what appears to be next is Jigglypuff. So Jigglypuff, we had Q-Charm normally, and then we decided to give it Natural Cure as another ability. We gave it pretty much the same moves starting off. I think we want to get rid of it. Eventually, we want to get rid of Tickle, change that to another move in the future, and just like add another move in here. But as you can see, it starts to get Arm Thrust, Thunder Punch for coverage, another fighting type move, Comet Punch, which we actually changed to be a 100 base power, 90 accurate normal type move, so it does a lot of damage, Superpower, and then Meteor Mash for more coverage. And as you can see, eventually it's getting Superpower, Jump Pump, Jump Kick, and Arm Thrust. So of course we made Wigglytuff normal fighting. I think in terms of stats, if we can look at Wigglytuff's stats, I don't know if we changed anything really. 140, so we increased its attack slightly, decreased its special attack, and increased its speed. Yeah, gave it extra speed as well. So it should be a little bit faster, and even though it doesn't have the highest attack stat, it should still have really strong moves to go with it. And if we it should be sorted by level up. If you evolve it early on, you get Bulk Up at 34, and then Common Punch Superpower. But obviously if you evolve it, wait to evolve it, you get those moves slightly earlier. So yep, that is Wigglytuff. Then we have Zubat, which we gave a extra ability in Soundproof. The idea was like, it's bat, echolocating and stuff. Maybe it's immune to sound type moves. Looking at its movesets, we decided to, well, eventually for Zubat early on, I think we gave it Wing Attack a little bit earlier, Leech Life as a starting move, which is now 60 base power. And then you're definitely going to evolve this at 22, so we weren't really super worried about doing the final moves. So going on to Golbat, Soundproof again, Leech Life, Confused Ray, Seismic Toss, Whirlwind, Steel Wing, Crunch, Air Cutter, Poison Jab, which is now same, I think it's same base attack as Poison Jab is now, but it's 40% chance to Toxic, which kind of gives you some advantages. Instead of using Sludge Bomb, you have higher chance of Toxicking. Then we have Giga Drain for some coverage, even though its special attack isn't that great, and then Toxic just to toxic things. And we also decided to change Golbat into a level up evolution to Crobat at 38. Now I will have to go into the game and also program in to get the national dex early, because in base Fire Red and Leaf Green you actually can't evolve your Golbat into Crobat until you get the national dex. So I have to kind of break through that code, and essentially where you get the national dex right away. But yeah, overall shouldn't be a problem. I guess we did jump from Golbat to Crobat, but essentially it's learning the exact same things, getting some coverage, Steel Wing, Crunch, Air Cutter, Poison Jab, and Toxic, and still getting that new ability in Soundproof. We didn't change the stats because obviously Crobat is still very strong. Okay, and then going from Golbat, we hit Oddish, so we kept the abilities as Chlorophyll, and I think it didn't have Effect Spore before, but we added Effect Spore, giving it Mega Drain earlier on, Sun Spore, and Sleep Powder. Then going into Gloom, same abilities, and then looking at its movesets, we're obviously going into a Chlorophyll, kind of Sunny Day, Weather Ball setter. But if you don't have Chlorophyll, you can also run Moonlight. Then you're eventually getting Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam, and Petal Dance. So then obviously Gloom has two evolutions, one being Vileplume, Mega Drain, Synthesis. I'm surprised, does it not get Giga Drain yet? We give it Petal Dance, that's why. So I think Petal Dance is more of its signature move, but Aromatherapy is not bad. Synthesis also very good. Knockoff for some coverage, and then Petal Dance is very strong grass type move. But obviously, I think Gloom gets Sludge Bomb at 43. So if you evolve this thing too early, you won't get access to Sludge Bomb. Some of these other late game moves, but you still get some good moves in Knockoff and Petal Dance. Synthesis also early on. So very, very cool. And one of the most exciting things that we did for this Pokemon is when you go to Bell Awesome, we decided to make it a grass and fairy type with Chlorophyll and Flame Body. And evolving it, you get Growth early on, Fire Punch early on, Synthesis, Petal Dance, and then Fire Blast. Very cool Pokemon. I don't think that it will get the TM Flamethrower. I don't think I'm going to edit that because I do want people decide whether they're going to choose Fire Punch or Fire Blast. Fire Blast obviously having the chance to miss. Let's see if we also change the stats. I'm pretty sure we may have, but also I think we decided that the typing was so good that we decided not to change the stats, right? Yeah, that's correct. Even though it has slow speed, I mean Chlorophyll will definitely help out to hit at least base 100. Let's see if we made any changes to Vileplume also. I don't think we did because of how high its stats are already, being like a 3-stage evolution. But let's see. Yep, no changes. Okay, cool. So moving on from Vileplume, very exciting is Paras, which we, as their abilities, decided to give FX Spore and Pure Power. Pure Power obviously doubling the attack stat, which is very interesting to see how strong Paras will really be. So we have Scratch, Stun Spore, Leech Life, which is obviously 60 base now, Mega Drain, Aerial Ace for some coverage, Spore, learning that at 30, Slash Growth, and Leaf Blade. And then looking at Parasect, same abilities, Pure Power, then we have 55 attack, so it's actually hitting 110 attack, which is very, very high, and then special attack being 90, so very, very good offensive stats, although it is very, very slow at 30 base speed. Really high special defense, honestly pretty good defense as well, and good special attack. And then we give it some coverage in Metal Claw, X Scissor, which is now I think it's 80 base with high crit chance, Poison Fang, Growth, Moonlight, and Leaf Blade. But yeah, very good Pokemon now. We did reduce Paras's attack stat to 45. Obviously we didn't want Parasect being 55 and Paras having a higher attack stat, but so we decreased its attack, and then put it, I think, in special defense and special attack. But obviously if you have Pure Power with this Pokemon, it just hits 110 anyway, so this thing is now definitely a bigger threat than before. Hopefully it can live more hits, but also because fire is kind of a common typing, also flying as well, you're 4 times weak to both of those. If you get outsped, you're still definitely dead. So definitely cool Pokemon, and I'm glad that we made it better. Going on to Venonat, we have Bug Poison, Compound Eyes, and Poison Point. I don't think we really changed anything. We just kind of made this needs to be lower for sure. Let's do Acid at like 6. Supersonic, Leech Life, Poison Powder, Sludge, Signal Beam. Just kind of very similar to Butterfree in a way, but then whenever it evolves, it actually switches its second ability to Levitate, so it's now immune to ground type moves. It was taking neutral damage, but it's still not bad for it. And then looking at its stats, I believe we just switched its special attack and its attack because Bug and Poison are physical type moves in this game. We gave it a little bit of coverage, Wing Attack, Shadow Ball, Agility, Sleep Powder, Signal Beam, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, and Future Sight. Obviously Butterfree is getting some advantage from having Psychic, so we wanted to make Venomoth slightly different and not have the ability to have Psychic but have Future Sight instead. So yeah, I think he'll be a little bit strong, but I don't think Venomoth was ever weak in the first place, although its stabs were not special, they were physical. So hopefully just doing this slight change will also make it a little bit better Pokemon. And then going over these last two before we end it off, we have Diglett, Oblivious, Arena Trap. Just kind of made its moves essentially a little bit more easy to level up. So we have Magnitude early on, Rock Throw, Fairy Swipes, and we get Dig, Rock Tomb, Metal Claw, Slash, and Earthquake. And then Doug Trio, we are getting Headbutt, Pursuit, just for a little bit of coverage, Sand Tomb, Feint Attack, Sandstorm, Memento, Earthquake, Tri Attack, which is very good since it's now physical, and Meteor Mash. And I don't think that we really changed anything for Doug Trio. I think we made its attack slightly higher, and we also increased its HP by 5, and we also increased its special attack so it can use like Feint Attack and Pursuit with a little bit more damage. But overall, we didn't want to buff this thing too hard because it is in a way a very much glass cannon, and also having Arena Trap as an ability is very, very strong. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, but I will obviously be back to go over more Pokemon. So thanks for everyone for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.